Good morning to anyone who will have the chance to watch this video. I've just woken up to a clip that was sent to me this morning. It's so disturbing. And I think it's getting so ugly in Ghana about things that are happening. People have been left to do whatever they want to do because the government has failed us. And not this present government, but all the governments that have come and gone have failed us big time. Issues about human rights and how to keep people safe has been totally ignored in Ghana. And so anyone who has got power over somebody just exercises it anyhow and however he wants. I've just seen a video with this church exercising a young girl who is maybe about 4 years or so, and the manner in which she has been handled, very cruelly mishandled. I don't know what they were trying to do with it. In the end, you could see that the girl is getting unconscious. I don't know whether she survived that gruesome exercise. No human being would go through this and come out the same. This girl may get emotionally traumatized forever if she hadn't died, may get a brain damage, may get a personality disorder, and whatever that comes out of her with the thing that happened to her. It's so disturbing. It's so disturbing. It's so disturbing. And we don't know what the government is doing. You know, it's all politics, so much so that people have been ignored. And people are doing things out of ignorance. Because the government have just left the people to do whatever they want to do with their lives. Because there is poverty. And, you know, in a place where there is poverty and there is ignorance, well, it's the survival of the fittest. People dwell on miracles in Ghana now. Their Ghanaians have grown lazy brains. Everything comes by the grace of God. And the grace of God is not miracles and things falling off from heaven. That is, the grace of God is when you know what you have to do, you understand what you have to do, you are industrious or you are determined to do something, and you ask God to help you, to give you, the knowledge, the insight, the motivation to do whatever you have set as a goal, and gradually, not instantly, gradually, realize what you are doing is, progressing. But Ghanaians are just people of instant results now. They want everything in the instant. If he's doing a business, he wants to have a turnover the next day to see that, yes, she's got millions. That is a Ghanaian's grace from God, which is so bad. Ghanaians are just do it quick people so that they want everything quick, that even to the extent of people sacrificing lives to get what they want. The government should rise up. And I think the media houses should shift from the politics that they are playing now. Inviting people from parties to come and talk and say what they are doing and things. It's not all about the government and the politicians making a nation. It's the people. If the people drive the nation, then the politicians will be told what to do. But if the people don't drive the nation, the people don't have understanding of their civil rights and understandings to drive the nation, politicians will always drive them wherever they want, and they will just drive the nation to a halt or to a ditch or to wherever, because for them, it's all about getting power and maneuvering themselves into places where they will get what they want, and then giving some people some stipends so that they can promote them, the politicians, to remain where they are, to get whatever they want. That is African politics. That is African politics. You get into power, you get what you want, millions, and then you give somebody some thousands to be loud-mouthed about you, so that you retain power, and you eat and then ignore the poor. Look at the bigger population in Ghana that are suffering. You come to Ghana and you just go, oh, so is this country, where is it going? Is it going forward or backwards? It's a shame. It's a big shame what is happening in Ghana now. I can't attach the video to this thing, but then I think it's going almost everywhere now. This priest with a red band on his waist, with 3 women just dancing around. They are also wearing gowns with red bands, and then this little girl who is being held by the hair, swung around, and it's just twisting, doing choreography. It's just like doing choreography, and this girl is so helpless. A 4-year-old being held by a man who is about middle-aged, maneuvering her, dragging her, and doing all sorts of things with her. I don't know whether for healing her or for exercising her or whatever. It's not okay. It's not and never okay. You can't do this to a human being, even to an animal. In the white man's land, you do this to even an animal, you go to prison. So the media houses should shift from sitting in the studios and talking to politicians, and just go into the hinterlands, educating people about their civil rights. I think that's what they have to do. The media houses, they should stop bringing us those news about Canada, Japan has done this, this is happening, what is the recent one? Afisa Jaba has ditched NPP, and that doesn't matter. It doesn't bring anything to people's understanding. It doesn't give them knowledge. It doesn't empower people. It doesn't empower people at all. The media houses, you people are called to empower people. If you are in the media house, I need to tell you that you are called and equipped to empower people. So shift from the studios. Just recently, when this policeman, mercilessly beat this woman in the bank, some of the media presenters advocated for her, and I know they are lawyers. So if you are lawyers, you know what you can do for the general populace. So don't just sit in the studios and invite the so-called elite people or politicians to come and just blah 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 blah. We want to see action. Just go into the hinterlands and educate people on what they need to know, so that they help to turn this country around. Look at this poor girl. Look at this poor girl. So in the near future, we'll have a generation of people who have got, brain damages, whose minds are already marked up and they can't even think. And these are some of the things that has been happening to people. I tell you, all the politicians in Ghana, if you take them to an EEG, to assess their brains, you see that about 90% of them are already mad from what they have experienced from childhood. And that is why they can't even think about what is good for the country. My people, please, don't let us just sit down. I'm so disturbed about that video. And enough is enough. Enough is enough. It's high time people rise up and educate the ordinary person. When you come to the white man's land, even if you are not educated, you know your rights. You know where you stand. The fact that you are uneducated doesn't mean you shouldn't know your civil rights. And you shouldn't know your civil obligation. If people get to know exactly what they stand for and what is good for them, I don't think all this nonsense that is happening in Ghana, like what happened to this girl, will happen. like a policeman beating a customer in the bank, where bank officials sit there unconcerned, will happen. Enough is enough, my people. The media houses, and I'm talking to the media houses, the Kofi TVs and all those things, the things that you bring to us, some of them are just, unnecessary. Some of them are most unnecessary. We don't want to hear those. We don't want to listen to that. We want to listen to things where people's lives have improved. So get to the villages. Some of the things where people are so affected by misfortunes, and then they give gifts and things to them. They are unnecessary, because it's the duty of the government to look after everyone. To look after everyone. So please, my people, just get out there and do what you have to do. And stop bringing us junk news. Get the people educated so that such things will stop. Thank you.